Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. We are going to be using seated exercises to help us strengthen, tone those core muscles, and encourage them to pull in and flatten. We are going to be completely seated today, so you do need your chair. I also recommend working with a yoga block. It's going to give us something to hold on to and really work to stabilize through the pelvis and the low back, keeping them nice and safe. If you don't have one of these, you can substitute in another piece of equipment, a small squish ball, pillow, towel, or of course, nothing at all. We will still have you covered. Get everything that you need ready, and we're gonna get started right now. All right, we're gonna get moving here. Yoga block can come in between the legs with a light squeeze, or it can rest down on the floor. We're gonna take a few warm-up stretches here. We'll start by taking that left arm up and over, stretch it out at an angle to the right corner of the wall and the ceiling where they meet. Open up through those obliques, pull it back in, and we'll go for 4 more. You might already start feeling a little warming up. Encourage those core muscles in the front to pull up and in. Remember, we don't want to press any pressure out on the abdominal wall through any of the exercises today. All about pulling it up and in. 5 here, right side working to the left. Great job there. Let's go ahead, continuing to squeeze the block or just really plant heavy through the feet with the block on the floor. Hands here right at the center of the chest. 5 twists to the right side. Core pulling up and in. Final one here. Right away, 5 to the left. Drop it on down. Let's lengthen, open those back muscles, reach it up overhead. Really draw the arms up and hands come closer together. You're gonna feel a stretch through the back. They don't have to touch, but if you've got it, you've got it. The fingertips or palms. 3 more. Final one here. Let's go ahead and stretch out that low back, reach it forward, hands to the floor. And again, up overhead, rounding softly through the spine. Think about tucking that tailbone here. You can lift the heels. If you would like a bigger stretch, you have 3 more. Final one here, core should be warming up. Great job. Take these arms up overhead. We're gonna swing it off to the left, drop them down, skim the floor, and making this smooth circle up ahead. You'll notice squeezing the block really gives you help from those adductors to stabilize through the pelvis and keeping that low back really stable and safe. Final one here. And we'll take it opposite direction. Last warm-up exercise here, and then we'll get into some of our good work here today. Just a reminder that anything that doesn't feel good or safe in your body for any reason, please modify that exercise. Your health and safety is for sure the first priority today. Last exercise here for the warm-up. Bring it up, take it down. Great job here. Give yourself a second to wiggle it out if you need to. We'll take this block here to the hands and a little bit of a light squeeze. We'll take a good deep breath in. As we exhale, I'm going to show you this first one without the block. Just imagine I have it here. I really want you pulling the core muscles up and in as you tuck. Keep the shoulders out of the ears, but lightly tuck the chin. Ready? Good deep breath in. Exhale, slide it out. Core muscles contract in, and you pull back. We're gonna go here for 10. Great job. Try to push this block out on an exhale. Two more if you are with me. Final one here. Drop that block back in between the legs. Hopefully that was a nice little break there. Giving it a squeeze. Little bit of that tailbone tuck. Hands come together here. We're gonna take a good deep breath in. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, pull those core muscles up and in. And back. Take this down a little bit. Feel how that changes through the core. Great job. Final two here. Back to the center, giving those legs another little bit of a break. Block comes to the hand, step those legs just a little bit wide. You can come to the toe, raising the heel, stepping it in, or fully lifting this foot off of the floor. That is up to you. We're gonna take this block here to the center. Think about getting this right elbow down and slightly rotating towards the floor. So good deep breath in, stay heavy in that left hip. Exhale, and back for 10. Modification, heel lift, or simply stepping in. Try not to lean back. I caught myself there. Stay tall. Lower the knee lift if you need to, if you feel like you have to reach away from it. Back on that last one. Great job. Block back in between those legs. Inner thighs are gonna get some good work here today. All right, make sure it's nice and secure. You're nice and comfortable. Clear of the knee joint. Hands come together. Good breath in. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. This will help us open up some thoracic mobility along the way. Nice little side benefit there. Great job here. Start taking those hands slightly down towards the floor, feeling just that little more work for the obliques. Final one here. Bring it back in. Great job. Shake it out anytime that you need here. Check in with that low back pretty often. We have time. This is a patient workout. Block back to the hands. Step those feet just a little bit wider. We're going to the left side this time. Same options for this leg. Heel lift. Step in. Knee lift. You want to work where you can control. Final one here. Beautiful. Back in between the legs. You can take this a little narrow or wide. Find your positioning that works for you. You're gonna walk those hips forward in the chair. Lean yourself back. Options here, modifications. We'll start with easiest first. You're gonna lean back and just work to come to the toes. Core muscles flatten and pull in. Remember, we are not pushing forward and out. Knee lift. Or bring yourself tall up, sitting off of the back of the chair, but leaning back, and knee lift here. So let's go here together, whichever one you would like to start with. You can work forward or back, but we're gonna take 10. They start getting tired, you can rest or modify to that next step down. Final 2. Last one here. Great job. Take it on down. My goodness, we're gonna give the legs a little bit of a break. I know they're working on that one. Block will just simply go into the left hand. You can hold it however feels most comfortable for you. We're not really gonna get hung up on the details. It can be to the front, side. You will find what works for you. We're gonna go ahead, press this up, then down to the right, pull it back in. Nice and easy, right? Heavy in the hips. Again, going for 10. That's the magic number here today. If I forget to tell you, just remember everything is 10. That's the suggestion anyways. If you would like to work a little slower, maybe 7 or 8 is a better fit for you, take those. If you're working a little bit faster, 12 to 15, that's okay too. And hopefully keeping an accurate count here. I think this is the last one. Bring it on in, back in between those legs, walk those hips forward. Let's go ahead and repeat this one here. You've already got your modifications sorted. Take what you need. Let's go here for 10. Pull in. Great job here. Final 2. It's so tough. You're doing so good. Hang in here. Last one, nice and strong. Set it on down. You're gonna feel the thighs a little bit here today. Maybe even a little bit of arms. We are working nice and strong. Take a break if you need to. Cool off, drink of water anytime. All right, block goes back to the right hand. Left arm drops to the side, press it up as you lean and back up. Think about a window of glass being in front of and behind you. So we're not tilting forward or back, it's straight to the side and back up. Also improving a little bit of lateral flexion here, a little bit of rib cage stretching. Final one here. Wonderful. Okay, block will come back in between the legs. I know you're gonna be super excited for this. Again, gentle squeeze, whatever fits for you, comfort-wise. Lean yourself back. We're gonna add in, I know this is a core workout, but we can't have a strong core without strong legs supporting it. So we're gonna add in just a little bit for the legs here too. Lean yourself back, rest on the back of the chair because I know you've already done so good. Bring yourself to the toes or float the knees up off of the floor. See if you can extend one leg Even halfway is a major accomplishment. You're gonna feel a leg stretch. This is gonna slow you down. You don't have to lift as high. I know I'm really challenging you here. I'm asking a lot. Just do your best, even at the toes. It's so tough and you're doing so good. So hang in here. Don't get frustrated with you. Please don't get frustrated with me. This will pay off. Core pulls up and in. 4 more, and I will only ask you to do this once today. So hopefully that works me back into your good graces. Last 2. Take a breather anytime. I feel it too. Take it on down. Goodness, glad that is over. Go ahead here. And we're gonna take this block. I'm gonna turn to the side just so that you can see what we have going from a little bit better of an angle. You can stay forward in your chair, or if there's not enough space behind you, you can turn sideways as well. Just make sure you stay very stable. All right, so block comes in between the thighs. We're gonna come to the toes, find that perfect tilt of the tailbone. If you happen to have some padding or a towel, you can fill that in there for the tailbone. Okay, we're gonna hold the knees up here. We're leaning back, flattening the core. If you can't flatten the core, sit up a little bit higher, get to where you can. And we're gonna go ahead here. We're gonna open same side. So because I'm this way, we're gonna open the left side, pull it back. This is about stabilizing through the core as extensions of it are moving. This works our transverse abdominis. That is a core muscle that has no joint action. Obliques rotate us and bend us side to side. Rectus abdominis moves us forward and back. So TVAs don't have any joint action. They don't work as we move a whole bunch. They work as we stabilize and need balance. They are a deep core stabilizer. They wrap all around. Deep corset muscle. And think about what a corset does. Final one here. Bring it on down. We're gonna take a little bit of a break here. So let yourself work on forward, shimmy out that low back. Really important if we're working with the core. We know that the low back is in that kind of best friend, maybe frenemy relationship. We wanna check in with it. We're gonna go back to that and we're gonna repeat it for the opposite side. Remember, same arm and same leg are moving. That's gonna be a little bit important to remember here. So come back to your posture, whatever works for you, where you feel safe, and open up right arm and leg, stabilize, come back. If you feel like you're doing a whole lot of this through the low back, you can take the block, but eventually you are going to need to kind of work to maintain that squeeze as that leg kicks out. So I think this is a little bit easier. Make sure that that low back isn't pushing forward to help. Keep that tailbone tucked. You have 2 more here. I know this feels like it's taking forever. If it feels that way for you, you're not imagining it. We're working with purpose here. Slowing down, giving those core muscles a chance to really kick in and work. Let's go ahead. If you are sideways, turn yourself back to the front and block comes in here. We're going to press it up overhead, pull it down, right knee up overhead, little bit easier here, left knee up. Great job. 10 here, so 5 sets. rather than 10 sets. That means we have 4 more to go. And 4, great job here. Work it on down. We're gonna go into our final exercise here. All right, so same thing with the block. Instead of same arm, same leg, we're gonna take opposites. I am gonna work here in the forward position because it's very similar to what we just did. You have a good idea for it. And I would like you to start resting on the back of your chair. If you find that it's too easy, of course you can modify by lifting the legs or sitting up off of the back. But as you're sitting here, core muscles pull up and in, block here. And actually, let's go ahead and place it on the right thigh with the left arm. So you're squeezing, pulling in, pushing down, and then we'll open opposites. Right arm, left leg. So tough. We're going for 5. We're gonna split this one up. A little bit of that thigh strength here too. Last one. Flip her over. Left thigh, right hand, or just make sure you're opposite. Let's go here. Core muscles pull up and in. Pressing, pushing in. So tough. Do not underestimate this exercise. Last one. And we get some stretches. Yay! Bring it on down. Block underneath the chair, handy basket, out of the way. All right, let's go ahead here. Oh, first things first, big, beautiful, deep breath in. What a wonderful job you have done here today. Let's help stretch and open everything out. Take this left arm up and over. You can even lean on that right thigh with the right forearm and then drop it down here slowly. Find this downward twist and then bring yourself a little bit taller. Relax through the shoulders. Back, left forearm to left thigh. Up and over with the right. Take it down. And then slowly work up into a seated twist. What a workout here today, huh? Great job. Back to the center. Take this left arm, reach it around to the right, open those back muscles, pull it in right, to the left. Take it to the center. Inhale, open it up overhead. And exhale, drop it on down. You don't need to really stretch and lean forward away from the hips. Think about this like just curving the spine forward here. Not so much a stretch for the core, but for the low back. Roll it on up. You can scoot yourself a little bit over, taking the right hip to the center. Left hip goes down to the back. Toes curled under, squeeze through that glute, and then raise this arm up, helping to open the front of the abdominal wall a little bit, but chances are you may feel it here in the hip flexor. And you can side bend if you would like. Bring it back in. We'll take the other side. Find whatever works for you. All right, drop it down here. Could be different on this side. Make sure you're really supported. Squeeze through this glute. Let this leg open up. In through the core maybe. Arm can come up. Option to side bend if it's not too much. Fold, bend it back in. Hips come back to the center. And let's go ahead and just loosen up the whole core here with some seated spine circles. You're only as young as your spine feels. So hands to the thighs here, swing yourself to the left, stretching. So right hip really rooted and heavy. Forward, swing it around, and back. It does start to feel like work after a while, so we'll take 3. And we'll reverse. And we'll bring it forward. Great job here. Into the hips. Stretch that heart forward. Ease your way down. You can rest to the forearms here. You don't need to go real far, especially if you're prone to a little bit of dizziness. Low, high blood pressure, taking the head below the heart. Be a little tricky. Roll it on up here. Hug the left leg in. You don't have to pull really hard, just give it a little support. Same thing here with the right. Set it on down. Best feeling in the world. Good deep breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Great job working with the core here today. Some of those exercises may have been very challenging. Some of them might have felt maybe not challenging enough, but I am willing to bet that there was some good work in here for you today. You should be so proud of yourself for taking it on and really tackling that core strength, developing stability, and better yet, developing control. The better our core can stabilize us and control and support our daily movements with good, healthy form, the less likely we are to experience pain and, even worse, injuries. So even if there's not a problem yet, you have done something proactive to help prevent one. Thank you so much for letting me lead you through this workout and joining me here today. Keep taking good care of yourself. Meet me back here for the next amazing workout. As always, thank you for watching, and wonderful, wonderful job here today. I'm so proud of you.